Today on Steve.
You know, where you work, who you're spending your days with is who you're going to meet. So if it goes sour, then, well, someone's getting fired.
We kind of think that the bad boys might be good in bed.
There's so much pressure put on us to be married, to make an honest woman. We are honest women with or without a man.
Yes.
Yes.
The thing about men is, you just need to know, are you crazy? And if you are crazy, is this a crazy that I can deal with?
Right.
Put your hands together for your host, Steve Harvey.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's time now for our no-holds-barred conversation about love, sex, and relationships. This is Straight Talk. Let's meet our panelists, everybody. She's an award-winning TV and film producer. Plus, she just launched the new lifestyle brand, AlrightNow. Say hello again to my buddy, Tracy Edmonds. And next, from Dancing with the Stars, she's a TV personality, dancer, choreographer. Welcome back, Carrie Ann Inaba. And finally, here for the first time, she's a designer and a TV personality, and you probably know her best from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Please welcome Dorit Kemsley. All right, ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This ought to be a good panel. First topic. During a recent interview, actress Anna Faris, who has been divorced twice, said that she doesn't get the point of marriage, and wondered if its only purpose is for other people to take your relationship seriously. If you choose not to get married, do you feel that your relationship isn't taken as seriously?
Steve, I get that all the time. You know, Deanna and I have been together for 7 years. Yes, which, I mean, I'm happy, he's happy. But we get tweets all the time and posts all the time like, when are you going to make an honest woman out of her? You know, when are you guys going to, like, really do that thing? You know, and there's all this pressure, but we're cool, we're happy, and it's working for us right now, so.
Yeah. I think it's to each his own, because I've been engaged 3 times, never been married. I haven't found exactly the right person, but also at the same time, when you haven't been married at 50, you start to look at the institution differently. And I do think that maybe it's not as necessary. We love our alone time. We love being independent women. You were an independent woman before you got married, and there's something, maybe it's not necessary anymore. I don't know. That's just my thought.
I mean, I do agree with that. I think it's to each their own. I'm so happily married, so, I mean, I would be an advocate for marriage, if you find the right one.
Yeah.
I think it's incredible. It takes your love to a whole nother level. And we have children, and the bond is so strong, so I love everything about it. But I wasn't ready to get married before I met my husband, and I think until you meet your soulmate, marriage could or could not be for you.
Yeah. It's sort of, I'm on my 3rd marriage.
Okay.
What happened to me was my mom and dad were married for 64 years.
Wow.
So I thought that was just what life was. That was their example to me of man and woman. That's what I wanted. I wanted what my mom and daddy had. It took me 3 times to find it. Do I think marriage is for everybody? I don't think it's for everybody. But I do think if you meet your soulmate, eventually you probably will.
That's true.
You probably will.
Maybe, because at this point, there's a lot of pressure, like you were just saying. There's so much pressure put on us to be married, to make an honest woman. I'm an honest woman. I know for a fact you are an honest woman. We are honest women with or without a man.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, next topic. We're talking about arguments right now. They're inevitable in every relationship. I don't care who you are, you're going to have them. So the question is it healthy to argue?
Absolutely.
Yes. That's communication.
Yes.
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 What are you doing? What's going on over there?
What's
happening?
I don't understand how they asking, is it healthy? Hell is unavoidable.
Yes. Yeah.
When you talk to people say, we never argue, that's a lie.
Totally. They don't spend any time together.
That's right.
I'm sorry, but it's
that's
not
a good point.
Yes. If they're not arguing, they're not spending any time together. It's
can't.
impossible.
When you're arguing with your man, what % of the time does he end up apologizing versus what percent of the time do you end up apologizing?
I feel like
'Cause I wanna
it should
hear
be
this.
at least 80-20, if not more, that the man apologizes. Happy wife, happy life. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is.
Steve, I need to take some notes. Can I take some notes too? Because that's a really good answer. I apologize more because sometimes I think the way that men have been raised, it's harder for them to apologize. However, I apologize so that they will apologize back. I want to open the door because you have to. I believe you have to meet him halfway.
Yes, my man is an alpha male, and so real talk. He's not the one that says, I'm sorry that often. And so what we end up doing is we just like hug it out and we just say, I love you. And so we're just like, all right, this has been long enough. I love you, you know, and we end it that way.
Well, that's a cool way.
I think that's
if
great.
you can do it that way. What I always do is I find whatever role I had to play in it, however small it was. She could have a bigger reason why this argument started, but I will find the one little thing in me that got in the argument, and I'll apologize with that. And then right away, she jumps right on board. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Me too.
That's the real.
You're a smart man, Steve.
Well, hey, listen, we're gonna find out who up here has fallen, and we'll admit it, for a bad boy.
Ooh.
We're gonna see what the panel has to say when we come back about that.
Coming up,
Do you approve or disapprove of office relationships?
In the dance world, it's so hard not to. Like, if that's my office, it's so sexualized. You're always touching.
yeah,
so
dance.
there's a lot of romance in my office. I mean, I'm not my particular office right now.
All right, we're back with today's Straight Talk panelists, my girl Tracy Edmonds, Carrie Ann Anaba, and Dorit Kimsley. You might want to take the kids out the room because things could get a little bit racy here. So let's get back to it. All right, next topic. Do you all remember Jeremy Meeks, who the internet renamed the hot felon after his mugshot went viral? Well, he's expecting a child with billionaire heiress Chloe Green, and the internet can't believe she fell for a guy like him. Why do women love a bad boy?
I would say that we kind of think that the bad boys might be good in bed. And I think there's a curiosity about how these bad boys might be in bed. And I think sometimes that's why these women give them a chance, right?
Yeah, she said real talk.
Yeah.
Here we go, straight talk. That's the truth.
Bad boy.
Yeah, bad boy. They're authentic. I think bad boys are authentically themselves. There's no apologies, and that is sexy when a man is very confident in who he is and makes no apologies.
Yes, for sure. I actually know Chloe very well, and I know her family very well, and I've met Jeremy, and he's actually a really lovely boy. So, and she's a lovely girl, and they're really happy.
This guy, Jeremy, now, first of all, because the guy is a felon, there are a lot of really, really good people in prison who have made mistakes. Yeah. But my daughter, you come in the house and this boy got a teardrop on his eye. We're gonna have to talk about how this damn teardrop got here first. Because technically, in the gangster world, that's if you've murdered somebody.
Yeah.
Now, we got to talk about this teardrop extensively. So then he'll know that I'm going to show him my tattoo that I have on a piece of paper. And it's just a press-on tattoo. And if you hurt my daughter, then I press it on because I done killed your ass. All right, let's go to the next topic. The office romance. Sometimes they lead to marriage, sometimes they lead to a very awkward situation at the water cooler. Do you approve or disapprove of office relationships?
Well, I think that for most people, you know, where you work or work is their life. So it's who you're spending your days with is who you're going to meet. So they're more inclined, I think, to sort of see what, you know, there is on offer. Do I approve? Yeah, sure. I think so. And if it goes sour, then, well, someone's getting fired.
In the dance world, it's so hard not to. Like, if that's my office, is the dance world. It's so sexualized and it's so intimate and sort of very athletic and, you know, you're always touching.
Yeah,
so
dance.
there's a lot of romance in my office. I mean, I'm not my particular office right now. Not at this particular moment, but
Question.
in general.
A question. Question for all of you. Have you ever been involved in a relationship in your work? Mm-hmm. And how did it end?
I came close once years ago when I was shooting a movie, and you know, when you're on location, you're kind of like living in your own little world for that 30 days or whatever, and you know, you kind of, people tend to flirt, you know, or whatever, but I didn't do anything. And so I just kind of, you know, fantasized for a second, but I didn't do anything.
What about you? Dancing?
I've been with, I was with my choreographer the first couple of years, and it was that kind of relationship where he was the teacher and he was like a Brazilian choreographer, and we were together and we were creating great artistry. And I mean, it was like the best time in my life. We didn't end up together, but that's okay. There's no hard feelings. It was the best journey ever. So mine ended nice.
Okay, yeah.
I call them chapters.
Yeah,
Chapters, journeys,
Yeah. I guess all relationships don't end. Right. Some relationships just fade away or go. They're just for a season.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing about men is, it don't take them to 6 months to know that they want you. But you need to know, what, are you crazy? And if you are crazy,
First question.
is this a crazy that I can deal with?
Right.
That's how we just got, how much crazy can I have? And then I think you have to find a way to get a guy, to get everybody off to the side in a general setting where it's okay to make your feelings known. But you cannot walk over there at work.
Keep it private.
Folks, when we come back, the panel's gonna take some questions from you. It's Viewers Talk Back instead. All right, we're back. We're discussing sex, love, relationships, and more with our Straight Talk panel. Well, now it's time for our viewers to talk back and ask the panel some questions. So here's our first question from a viewer.
Hey, Steve. My name is Mimi, and I watch you on KCRA TV, Sacramento's own KCRA 3. Okay, so my question is, my boyfriend and I met one night out at a bar, and we've been in an exclusive relationship now for 3 months. It bothers me that he still has my name saved on his phone so impersonally as Mimi met at bar. Am I just being petty, or is this a sign that he's not serious about our relationship?
I feel bad for Mimi.
I know, I do too.
That's not a good sign.
No, you're not being petty, Mimi.
Yeah.
Well, just ask him. Just speak up and say, I don't like that. You don't know if he doesn't believe in your relationship enough. I think you just need to tell him, that bothers me, and let him make a choice. If he doesn't do anything, then he's probably not a good choice for you.
Agreed.
It may have slipped his mind, you know?
Yeah.
It may have slipped his mind, and as long as he makes the adjustment and he changes it, you know, but communication.
There you
gotta
go.
talk about it.
Yeah. Some guys have crazy senses of humor, too. Like, some guys think, oh, that, you know, it's kind of funny and cute that I keep her name like that in my phone, you know, even though it's not cute stuff.
I know. I think that's true.
Yeah.
Totally.
If the woman finds that Mimi at the bar, it's a problem, like she said.
Yeah.
Now, from the male perspective, it's probably just, I put it in as Mimi, he ain't changed it. Yeah. Now, what your mind is doing with this is something else. Because every time you call, does he need to be reminded that this is Mimi from at the bar?
Just deal with it and, you know,
ask him.
tell him it bothers you.
Yeah, make him change it.
Yeah.
Here's our next question, coming from a viewer.
Hey Steve, my name is Russell from Miami. I love watching your show on NBC6 every day. So, here's the dilemma. I've been dating this girl for about 3 months now, and I really like her. You know, we hang out a lot, and she stays over at my place all the time, which is cool. But I feel like she's slowly moving in. It started out when she left her toothbrush here, but now she's taken over one of my drawers in my bedroom, and I feel like I'm losing my freedom. I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I just don't think I'm ready for her to move in yet. What should I do?
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
Let's go, ladies.
Can I start with the toothbrush?
Please.
Yeah, okay, so I mean, the toothbrush thing, if you're having sleepovers, you should be able to leave your toothbrush. You know, like fresh breath is important.
Yes.
You know, morning breath is important. So I think he's tripping about the toothbrush thing, but I'm gonna let you guys talk on the drawer thing. What do you think?
Well, I have to say, I've had experience with this people a lot of my exes have moved in really quick. I'm all getting choked up now. All my exes have moved in really quickly. And that's because I didn't say I wasn't comfortable. So my advice to him would be, if you are not comfortable and if you think she's special to you, you need to speak up now and see about that honest communication. If you're really right for each other, not just sort of pretend you're right for each other and go as far as you can and like with all the icky feelings and all your hairs are up on your back, not wanting it but trying to make them happy, that's not going to work. I really know for a fact it does not work.
Yeah. I mean, it boils down to communication. And I think that if someone feels uncomfortable at that moment, it's better off to say, listen, I think that this is moving too fast. I think we should take it a little slower. I really like you. Express yourself. Explain yourself. And then if you cannot get through those moments in 3 months, I mean, there's a whole hell of a lot that comes after that. So it ain't working.
Yeah. Right. Now, she left her toothbrush. Now, we already know she marking territory. We already know what to leave the toothbrush is, leave the hairpin in the bed, leave the earring down there behind the dresser. Because another woman gonna find all this.
Yeah.
But now she done took over a drawer.
Yeah.
And then he said, I'm starting to feel like I'm losing my freedom. You gotta be honest. She ain't the one.
Totally.
You're not the one. We don't care about our freedom when you the one.
Yeah.
But when you not the one,
Yes.
oh, no. You can't leave nothing over here. Let's get up all this over this here. I love this panel.
Yes,
Thank you, ladies.
I do too.
Thank you all for coming. Hey, we'll be right back, everybody.